Look, one of the movies, we're accustomed as Hollywood film fans to delays and some drama happening on and off screen about certain things in movies and whatever. But there's been a lot of drama because we're not used to it with Marvel films per se. But wow, the Blade movie, Mahershala Ali's Blade movie, that's had a lot of drama, right? From it being now years since Mahershala Ali came out on stage and they announced, this is our new Blade. And here we are. And as of today, the movie's still not in production yet, right? Years later, the movie's still not in production. They went through this long process period. They said they were, oh, well, we need to touch up the script. And then shortly after that, they lost their director. And then they took the script in a new direction, all that kind of stuff. Now, it appears like things are on track now for a Blade movie, and we will keep our fingers crossed that it will be. But this news came to us out of Variety that Mia Goth has taken over and is going to be added to the Blade movie. Now, there's no information being given right now about what Mia Goth and who Mia Goth will be playing. But, I mean, listen, she is as hot of a name right now as just about anybody, especially coming off of Pearl and X. I mean, I remember the first time I really noticed her, it was that movie she was in with Dakota Johnson. Suspiria? No, what was it called?
Suspiria.
Suspiria. Thank you. That's what it was called. Yeah. That's the first time I really noticed her. I think she had one of the smaller roles in the movie, but that's one of the first places I really noticed her. And while I am not personally a fan of the X movies, she was terrific and everybody loved her. Actually, there was some talk going on around the Oscars that maybe she should have gotten one of the Oscar nominations. A lot of people kind of felt that. Now you add her to the, is it one? No, it's two-time Academy Award winner Mahershala Ali in that. That makes a pretty powerful duo. Again, we have no idea who or what she's going to be playing, but that's pretty exciting. Now, when I came in here this morning, I was talking to Taylor, and Taylor came up with this thought about, the MCU's got a history with people who've acted in horror and got in there. And he put together this little list. Let's take a look at it here. So we've got Michael Rooker, who plays Yondu in the MCU, made his feature film debut in the 1986 horror film Henry, the Portrait of a Serial Killer, in which he played the title role. Paul Rudd, of course, was in Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Oh, wow. The sixth Halloween of the franchise. Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda, Scarlet Witch, starred in Silent House, an indie horror film about a young lady being terrorized by her family's vacation house. Tessa Thompson, the Valkyrie, starred in the 2006 remake of When a Stranger Calls. That movie's actually kind of freaky. Clark Gregg, who we love around here, was also in that movie. Chris Hemsworth was in Cabin in the Woods. Woo-hoo. Jeremy Renner and Idris Elba were fighting zombies in 2007's 28 Weeks Later. And Florence Pugh, Ray's beloved Florence Pugh, Yelena, starred in Midsommar, as some of us call it, in 2019. So there is this really interesting background in history of Marvel and Kevin Feige and their casting directors kind of keeping an eye on people who have a little bit of horror in their background. And Mia Goth is the next follow-up in that proud tradition. Anyway, Chris, you hear about this. First of all, I guess we should just mention, it's big news that anything that has some progress for the Blade movie is big news. Yeah. But Mia Goth being added to this, what do you think about that?
I mean, the poor Blade film, it just can't catch a break usually. I mean, this was announced back in 2019. We had the pandemic obviously throwing things off. There's all the issues with the directors, the scripts, all of this. So it's nice for them to get a win, right? We have such a great actor already attached to this, and to add her here, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm not particularly familiar with a lot of Mia Goth's work because this is not a genre that I pursue watching a lot. But she is, I know, shocking, Ray. But she is the scream queen right now, right? And she does so much work that really, really resonates with people. And a lot like comic book films too, horror a lot of times gets kind of pushed to the sidelines of being quality cinema, right? And even though it's not my cup of tea, this is cinema, right? What she does in X, what she does in Pearl, all of these things, she's an incredible, incredible actress who can really commit to stuff from what I've heard about her. She was in Nymphomaniac Volume 2, so she does a lot of boundary pushing stuff as well.
I didn't know she was in
She's in that.
Nymphomaniac.
That's how she met Shia LaBeouf. And then she's in Infinity Pool that just came out as well.
Yeah, that which is a real different kind of movie.
Yeah. But so she's already done so much heightened kind of stuff. So to throw her into a superhero kind of world, right? She's already going to be able to commit to those kind of big stakes that we have to have. She's already somebody who can suspend her disbelief. But then to put her in what could be this kind of horror-focused Marvel film, and should be a horror-focused Marvel film, is really, really exciting. And I'm sure horror fans are super pumped about it. Tay, do you love this?
Oh my God, I am so excited. She has such a unique look to her too.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what her role is. And then I would be remiss if I did not mention her upcoming film, you guys. Maxine. Come on, Max.
Is it an HBO show? Should be. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Mia Goth has been added to the cast of Blade. I mean, hell, Blade showing some more progress is a good thing in and of itself. Do you think she's going to fit in? Do you maybe not think she will work well with Mahershala Ali? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a minute and thank the sponsor of today's video, Fume. Listen, cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there is a better way to break your habits. And we're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your crazy neighbor or putting Vaseline on your feet under your socks. No, we're talking about our sponsor, Fume, and they look at the problem in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? And Fume is an innovative, award-winning device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fume's is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air, and instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all-natural, delicious flavors. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit. When I first got my Fume, I couldn't believe how beautiful the design was. It's perfectly weighted, and when I breathed it in the first time, I was blown away by just how fresh it tasted. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use the code Campea to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use the code Campea to save an additional 10% off your order today.